A few years back, I went through a total dry spell. Like nothing I did was working night after night, and I started feeling genuinely stuck, almost helpless about the whole thing. Then one night, out of pure exhaustion, I dropped almost all of it. And that's the night I actually left my body after several months of trying. So today I'm giving you the exact thing I said in my head that night. Last time I made the case that what actually decides whether you leave your body isn't your technique and it isn't your willpower. It's trust in something bigger than you. If you haven't seen that one, go check it out. It lays the groundwork for everything I'm about to walk you through. Today is the practical side of it. What that trust actually sounds like and what it feels like. Now, here's something that I feel took me way too long to understand. Listen carefully. The part of you trying to force the projection is the same part that has to step aside for it to happen. Your ego wants credit. It wants to be the one that did it. So it grips harder, it checks more, it adds another technique on top of the last one. And all that gripping is exactly what keeps you in your body. You're not missing a better method. You're just fighting the thing that would actually finally project you into the astral. Now, to give you an example, you scroll social media and see someone claim they did it on their very first try. No experience, no background, completely effortless. Like it just happened the second they close their eyes. And this isn't only with astral projection. You'll see the exact same claims around lucid dreaming, around shifting realities, pretty much anywhere people talk about altered states. So instead of that being encouraging, it turns into pressure. Now you're lying in bed thinking about their story instead of just being in your own body. And that thought alone is enough to keep you anchored right where you are. So the practice starts before you're even attempting anything. The moment you lie down, get your body relaxed. And we do this for several reasons, but mainly because tension is usually your ego holding on, all right? Now, once relaxed, you'll do a slow 4-count inhale, hold for 6, exhale for 8. Now repeat that 5 times. Then drop any expectation about tonight being the night. So once you're settled, here's where the actual practice happens. And it's less a technique than a conversation in your head. You're going to talk to whatever you consider bigger than you. So God, source, the universe, your higher self. The name doesn't matter. It's the meaning that matters here. And you'll then say something like this in your head. I know you're able to take me out of my body tonight. I trust you completely with this. There's nothing left for me to do. I'm letting go of control and I'm letting you carry me there whenever you decide the moment's right. And you don't have to use my exact wording. Say it however it actually comes out of you in your own language, shorter, longer. The only non-negotiable part is the idea underneath it. You're not doing this. You're handing it over and you trust completely that it's being handled. Some nights I follow it with a thank you because gratitude tells your nervous system this isn't a request anymore. It's already settled. People underestimate how old this idea actually is. Like long before anyone called it astral projection, humans were doing exactly this, talking to something unseen and trusting it was listening. Then comes the part I still find hardest to teach because the instruction is basically stop. No visualizing yourself lifting out. No checking whether it's working. Checking is control sneaking back in through the side door. And now you're fighting the exact thing you just asked to carry you. So let yourself fall asleep the same way you would on any ordinary night. One where you weren't even thinking about projecting. And if nothing happens, that's completely fine. That's not a failed attempt. For years, my biggest trap was doing the whole practice and then waking up frustrated the next morning. And that frustration was my ego deciding it knew better than whatever I'd handed this to. It doesn't run on your timeline. Some nights it's immediate and other nights it simply won't follow through. With that said, once you fully built this trust, you could be astral projecting every single day and in a completely effortless way. That's how ridiculously powerful this is. Now look, I know how this sounds to some of you, like just trust and it happens. Sure, like sounds too easy to be true. But there's a real difference between wishing and this. Wishing is hoping something might happen someday. This is closer to already knowing it's handled. The same way you don't lie in bed hoping sleep arrives. You just trust it will because it always has. You're not adding belief on top of doubt. you are removing the doubt. So what's already true has the space it needs to show up. The night I actually stopped watching for a sign and surrendered completely to this higher power, that's the night I felt myself project out of my body for the first time in months. So if you're wondering how to know the difference between real surrender and just performing it, here's the test I use on myself. Performing it feels like effort with different packaging. You're saying the words, but your attention is still out looking for proof if it's working. Like real surrender feels almost anticlimactic. There's no charge to it. You say what you need to say, and then your mind is just free to drift, the way it would on a random day when astral projection wasn't even on your radar. If part of you is still straining to feel it work, that's your cue to go back and actually let go, not to try harder at letting go, which I know sounds like a contradiction, but you'll recognize the difference in your body once you fully surrender. This isn't a one-night fix, okay? Some of you will try it tonight and feel something shift immediately. Others will need to sit with this practice for days, for weeks, before your body actually believes what your mind is saying. Both of those are completely normal, and neither one means the method failed. If you try this tonight, tell me how it goes in the comments. I read all of them, and if this channel is helping you make sense out of this stuff, then please subscribe to the channel. There's new videos every week while also going deeper into this series. If you'd like to be part of a community where we explore altered states of consciousness deeper, then check out the links below and join my Patreon community. That's where I share my own personal detailed methods and overall advice on how to reach your altered states goals. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.
Because I am more than physical matter, I can perceive that which is greater than the physical world.